The anticipated rise in older people this century will inevitably create a proportion of society who are impaired. Described as frailty, it usually precedes disability and comprises of changes associated with aging and chronic disease. Our ability to identify those who are likely to become frail, allowing us to intervene before it becomes disabling, is increasingly necessary as the population ages. The Frailomic initiative aims to identify the biomarkers of processes that turn frailty into disability. The main objective of the study is to identify markers that we can use to develop clinical instruments that will predict frailty in day-to-day practice and assess prognosis in the form of potential disabilities and adverse outcomes. The study will utilise samples obtained from 75,000 participants and involve 22 institutions from 9 countries. The key components of Frailomic are the partners, the samples, the diagnosis of frailty, the risk prediction of frailty, and the prognosis of frailty. Frailty diagnosis currently relies on either Fried's frailty criteria or the Cumulative Deficit Model Frailty Index. However, both models have limitations and provide assessments that are open to wide interpretation. The development of a biomarker-based kit that provides an objective assessment will allow patients to be given appropriate levels of support and provide a means of rapidly diagnosing frailty in a non-subjective manner. The development of clinical instruments to diagnose frailty could be used to develop instruments to predict an individual's risk of becoming frail in the future. This will allow for clinicians and patients to make adjustments to minimise the risk of frailty development, to delay the onset of frailty, or even to prevent onset altogether. Finally, although frailty onset is inherent with ageing, we cannot yet predict the extent of the impact of frailty for each diagnosed individual. Providing a reliable and accurate prognosis following the diagnosis of frailty will allow for appropriate clinical and lifestyle support strategies to be implemented with the aim of providing as many productive and fulfilling years of life as possible. The Frailomic study is analysing biomarkers in blood and urine samples that were obtained from 9 population-based cohorts totalling 75,000 participants, most of whom are over 65 years old. These 9 cohorts are the Initaitive cohort, the Health and Aging and Elderly Farmers cohort, the 3-City Bordeaux cohort, the Toledo Study of Healthy Aging cohort, the Sardinia cohort, Nutrition and Cardiovascular Risk in Spain cohort, Global Aging and Adult Health cohort, the Multi-Domain Alzheimer Preventative Trial cohort, and Network of Research into Physical Exercise and Health for Special Populations cohort. Together, these represent an enormous range of populations and locations, and are a powerful component of the Frailomic initiative. The International Frailomic Consortium involves 22 institutions from 9 countries. This includes 7 small to medium-sized enterprises, 13 research centres, and 2 other organisations, including the World Health Organization. The consortium is led by the Hospital Universitario de Getafe in Madrid, Spain. To find out more, visit www.frailomic.org.